barking dog.
Now there's yelling and talking.
I know. Someone's trying to get the dog to shush.
It's funny.
All right, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen, with Real Talk, where the real stars of the show are Macarah and Wasp, and I am just here to keep them company.
Nice try. Hi, Brim. Hi, Macarah. How are you?
Hi. Somebody's being too modest.
I guess so. Yeah, they're bougie too. We just found out Brim
Bougie
drinks
with sparkling. I have
water.
tried Pellegrino, the mineral water. I'm like, this is just weird.
Yeah, bougie. Who I would have never guessed that in a million years.
Oh yeah,
And
like the
Brimstone is
price
a
on those things went up. You used to be able to get them for like 99 cents a bottle. That's like a 1 liter bottle of the seltzer
wow.
water, and now they're up to $1.19. And that 20 cents when you buy like 5 or 6 of them really adds up quick.
That's fantastic. Yeah, but I don't do that stuff. So I just drink plain
No,
old bottled water.
it has no calories. It's literally just carbonated water with like a flavor in it. It is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah,
And
sometimes you just don't want to drink like plain water. So it's like
this is a raspberry lime flavor stuff. It's really good.
Yeah, those are good.
Wow.
Like, do you drink the sparkling ice ones or just regular sparkling water?
Just regular polar seltzer water, whatever I grab off the shelf from my local supermarket.
Sparkling ice is pretty good.
I will have to try it since I'm probably not going anywhere this week, and it's supposed to get -7 on Saturday.
Having a heat wave.
Oh yeah, up in New England, that's absolutely a heat wave. But it's been a rough one this year. Hey, Larry.
Oh, hi, Larry.
Our winter started middle of October. We had a cold snap, then it spiked up to like 90 one day, and then it's just been cold ever since. Since the beginning. It's been rough up here. And I see all this stuff about Florida.
It's winter time. Every so often that happens. So
I feel bad for my friends in North Carolina, man. I finally heard from them. Apparently their pipes froze, and luckily they didn't burst, which is a positive. But they have had really inconsistent power, which is why she hasn't gotten back in touch with me. And But she did tell me the last time I talked to her before all this happened that she set up the fireplace to cook on because they're all electric down there. They don't have any natural gas.
Yeah. Well, I've got gas logs. I have wood fireplace and heat pump. So I'm set up. Anything goes wrong, for a little bit, all else fails is 3 or 4
I have natural gas heat in the stove, so if I lose power, I have matches, and I'm not really overly concerned about it.
Yeah,
like I won't be able to use the electric igniter, but I can turn on the stove gas and just put flame to it. But I cook everything with cast iron anyways, so
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
When COVID hit, bought a whole bunch of emergency food, Spam and things like that. And
eggs and Spam.
I know, right? And they're low sodium one. And then I was just looking it up, and I was wondering, it does have it used best if used by date, but it says it never goes bad. So if you look at your cans, as long as they're not bloated or they're not leaking, things like that, you should be fine. But all the salt they put in it. Oh, hey, there's Sammy. Hey,
all right,
buddy.
All right, give me a minute.
So cute.
No. He was not letting me alone, and he really wanted some attention.
I know. Well, mine tried to come in here. I kicked him out. I'm like, no way. He's a 70-pound terror.
I took him out to the bathroom. He's all set. So last night 11 o'clock at night, I get ready to start going to bed. I know you want to be the center of my attention, but I'm live. Say hi. So I'm ready to go to bed, and I live on the 4th floor in the back of a building. And I have a fire escape, which is also my deck and everything. Like, it's actually a full-size deck that just has stairs going down. And hey, come on, buddy, you keep squirming. So I go out on the back deck. I open up the door. Sammy's being an obstinate little shit. And the next thing you know, I open the door, and there I see, immediately booking it down the stairs, is a raccoon. And not a little raccoon. This is the biggest raccoon I've seen. And Sammy luckily didn't see it.
What is he doing?
He is demanding attention.
You climb
You
any
know,
ladder,
it's
you
that
can help
bougie water you drink. It's got to be
The
that. Mine
bougie
doesn't do
water.
that.
Hey, you know, I may drink bougie water, but at least I don't have slider issues on Critic List.
Yeah, with this finger. Okay, I'm going to be nice
So
today.
I immediately close the door before Sammy can go outside
Yeah.
because it's a raccoon, you know. The thing's bigger than he is, although that's not hard for him. He is a midget puppy. And
Aw.
buddy, what is up with you?
Have you fed him?
He got fed. I had to put him in the crate for an hour while I ran to the store to get food and dinner.
Look at
And
him.
now,
Oh my gosh. Can't get enough of you. Why did he
no,
put pheromones on you or something?
no, this is what he's like. What like all day I can sit here, I can play WoW, and he'll only come up to me to get my attention when he needs to use the bathroom, or wants I needs to refill his water. Otherwise, he'll just veg out. But as soon as I jump into a voice call or chat or anything like that, he immediately starts demanding my attention because he has to be the center of my attention.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's cool. That's what dogs do.
He's also 2 years old, so that'll eventually wear off. What?
Yeah, I keep telling myself that we're going on year 6 with this monster, but no
So
such luck so far.
I have an emergency pee pad on the back deck, so I don't have to take him downstairs all the time. I immediately brought it in, bleached it, like removed all scent from it, and I got some bleach and hot water and mopped the deck down with bleach to remove any scents at all.
Hmm.
So hopefully that will solve my problem with raccoons coming up on my back deck.
Yeah.
But that was I mean, I've had him up on my back deck before, and it was this mangy thing, but I didn't have Sammy at the time. Why are you smiling?
Yeah, he's smiling at camera. He yawned. We saw all of his molars too.
Hey, buddy.
His tonsils. What else did we see, Macarah? That was a big yawn. Like, ooh.
I'm not putting you down. I'm adjusting you because you're sitting in a really awkward position.
That's funny.
What are you doing?
He's very photogenic.
Yes, he is. I got lots of pictures of this guy on my phone.
I pick up my phone to take a picture of the dog. He immediately turns his head around the other way. He knows I'm going to take a picture. Refuses to take a picture. Ruins every single one. So look who we got. We got Crazy Clown Town and Larry the IDOT 199.
Yeah, and Larry the IDOT with I'm just the lucky one that gets to stream with these two ladies. I'm the lucky one here.
I don't know about that. This is fun. I enjoy it. It gives me a break from my chaotic day. So I look forward to it for a whole week,
Mhm.
Yeah. I've been procrastinating, so I love running tabletop RPGs, as I've said before. It's one of my favorite pastimes. And I love telling stories because it's the closest I'm going to get. Macarah's actually read some of my writing. But I write my own stories and stuff. And so I'm like, some people were friends were like, hey, can you run a game for us? I'm like, sure. Here's the list of games I'm willing to run. D&D was not on that list. I do not like running D&D, not because I have a problem with the system, but because the amount of prep time that you have to do for the game is insane. Map making and everything like that. It takes time. It's a lot of time and a lot of effort. So they're like, okay, we'll figure something out. So it took them a month to figure out everything. And they're like, we want to play D&D. Well, I'm like, I don't want to run D&D. And then they're like, what if we pay you? I'm like, you have my attention.
Wow.
And so it's not a lot, but I'm grateful for it. And it really does help offset. And it's helped pay for some emergency supplies and things like that. But I've been procrastinating for the past 2 weeks of actually writing stuff down and doing the prep work, because if I do it this soon, I'm going to forget it. It's not going to be there, even with the notes I take, what I want to run. So I do it like 3 days beforehand. and I'll do the maps. I'll break everything down. Stuff will get moved around. I'm like, no, that's not going to work. What are they going to do here? Try to predict what they're going to do so I don't have to do a lot of legwork. And so
Yeah.
I have to do that next week. It's going to be at least 10 hours worth of stuff just to go
Wow.
over it. And I'm sitting there like, I don't know if this is worth the money. It's a pretty. It is going to be a big one. So we'll see where that lands.
Yeah, some things when you take them on, you got to be careful. You know, I've got my
I've
hobbies
been
where, you
gaming
know,
with
but
them for one of them for 11 years.
really,
Yeah, so
wow.
it's not a screw me over type thing. It's literally I didn't want to, and they bribed me because
Wow.
I can't say no to money like that. Like
Sure.
If they're willing to pay,
if
that's a
they're
good thing.
if they're willing to pay, they're like, how much do you want? I'm like, I don't know. Like, will this much do? I'm like, I don't know. Will this much do? Yeah, that's a little better.
Yeah. Hey, if you enjoy it and if they pay you, why not, right? You know,
Yeah,
sometimes
I
you
know I
sometimes
don't enjoy running D&D, but the money helps me enjoy
yeah.
it. I prefer to run more narrative storytelling games that don't
Mhm.
require a mini map and like little figures you have to have on it and everything. Because when it breaks down to it, D&D is a tabletop war game with RPG aspects. I prefer far more story-driven narrative games
Yep.
like Werewolf the Apocalypse or Monsters of the Week and stuff like that. That's literally just me sitting there and organizing players through a story.
Got it. Got it. I played some board games. I can't remember the name of it. It's all in that drawer. But yeah,
Settlers
I
of
played.
Catan. Everybody plays Settlers of Catan.
No, that wasn't that. It doesn't sound familiar. Anyways, I've got to look it up. It was years ago, but I still have them. It's in there somewhere. I haven't thrown any of that stuff away.
I'm
So
starting to lose feeling in my arm.
yeah, the Grand Duke is with us.
It's the
Hi.
Grand Duke.
Yeah.
Let
Yeah.
people
Look at
filter
that,
in.
Sammy.
So
He's
we
still up
got some
there.
announcements coming up. We are moving the show from Thursday nights to Wednesday nights. Why? Because I refuse to stream over Jay. As I just for some reason really upsets my conscience, my small one that I have.
Yeah.
So we will be small dog, small conscience. So we will be moving to Wednesday night, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern time, but it will
Yeah.
be on Wednesdays over Thursdays. Next week is a Wasp pick. So it'll be Wasp's movie we're going for, and you'll have to figure out what it is when the thumbnail goes up the day before.
Yep, working on it. I've got a couple choices that I've picked. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to make sure that they're available on one of the free platforms. So
It's available on Netflix. I looked Googled
yeah,
it.
yeah, I know, but I just want to make sure it's available on Tubi also or not. I don't know, but yeah, and I'll be on the road, so I'll be somewhere in Louisiana dialing in. So I won't be in my
Nice.
studio, but
Don't forget
somewhere
to go
down
to
south.
Nolan's and get some freaking
Oh no no
beignets.
no 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 no! I don't go that far down. No, I stay in around Lafayette area. So yeah, it's fun. They got some good food, seafood. You know, New Orleans. I mean, the Louisiana style food, but it's man too much salt. I don't
I
know.
can't
It's too
eat
salty.
seafood. I'm from New England
Really,
and I'm allergic to seafood. It gives me very bad migraines. Even the scent at the
really.
fish counter starts to give me a headache.
Any seafood or wow or
Fish,
shell?
I have tried fish. I have tried shrimp. It didn't have a problem with it, but I just don't keep it in the house because I can't. I go
Really?
near the fish counter at the supermarket. It gives me headaches. I
Huh?
can't do fish sticks or anything like that. I live in New England.
Wow. Wow.
Never tried lobster, but I didn't have a problem when it was being cooked. It's mostly fish, not shellfish.
Fish, got it. No, all of those are good. I used to love lobster. I went to where did I go? Um, anyways, I went up one of the where was it? I can't remember. Bar Harbor. Went up to Bar Harbor on the
Oh,
coast, and Yeah. Oh no, he says he can't believe we're
Crazy
going to
Clown
stream
Town.
over
Jeremy streams over everybody. That dyslexic fucking retard can stream over anybody else. So I'm gonna stream over his ass.
Jeremy is a hard pill to swallow. I gotta tell you, I watch
I
all these
love
boys.
watching Jeremy.
I don't know. I have to. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, man, I've got to have like maybe a whole bottle of bourbon or something before I can handle that man. It's like, woo.
That dyslexic, illiterate motherfucker streams over everybody. I'll stream over him.
Yeah.
I'll stream over Epic Mike. The only one I won't stream over is Jay, because for some reason it just feels wrong.
Well, if he starts putting them kind of the torpedo shells or whatever he was talking about the other morning, he keeps that up. I'm just gonna just shut it down. I'm like, oh, I don't want to see that stuff. Look at this Jeremy who.
All right, who's Jeremy? His name is D-Day Cobra, and he's definitely an acquired taste.
Acquired taste. I tell you what, I've tried. I've given it all my might. I can't even
I was
watch
there for
his
the very
D-Day Cobra
first Cobra
shows.
cast.
I can't do it. I don't know what it is. I just can't do it.
I'm
He does a
probably
great job.
I'm probably biased because he got my name right on the first try. Only one to do it.
I got your name
Really?
right on the first
Cool.
try, but I'm not like D-Day Cobra levels.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically when Jeremy goes live, everybody migrates over to Jeremy. Like I have a streaming pecking order. Like it goes Jay, Epic Mike, then everybody else in Geeks and Gamers.
Yeah. Epic Mike does a great job too. He always is
Oh, he's
attentive
fun.
to his folks on the chat. So that really impresses me when he
I
does
like
that.
Jeremy's chat interaction is fantastic. I
Is
really
it?
do. He really does sit down and talk with chat about what he shows and things like that. He's really
that's
good
cool.
at it.
Well, maybe one of these days I'll have a change in heart. I don't know. It's just
The
sometimes
24-hour election stream was awesome.
Oh gosh. 24 hours. Did you guys
24-hour
watch
elections on election day. That was awesome. And I'm hoping he does the same thing for the midterms.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm worried about midterms. We'll see how that goes.
The SCOTUS
good Crazy Clown Town. He was at first Cobra.
He was at first Cobra cast. I remember you in there.
Wow.
Still doesn't feel like it was that long
We
ago.
were
What
both
are you
in
doing?
Cobra Cast, so right when Jeremy started it. So
nice.
So we've been around.
How about that? But I started watching all these YouTube stuff and got on my X account on February last year. So, and I had to figure out which ones I like to watch. So
Yeah.
I've got a few ones that I listen to, live shows, not, amongst the G&G stuff, but some of the world news and stuff like that. But most of the time when I'm out in the field, there's no time, I'm out in the field climbing and whatever we're doing. So,
Sammy,
oh my gosh.
He will not let me put him down.
Oh. Well, aside from Jeremy, I usually watch Beardo and Mike, and then I'll watch sometimes Phil. Like last night, I watched Phil.
Phil's pretty funny.
We were watching some lady making brookies on a grill and making a total mess of the grill, like putting like 3 tubs.
Oh, I saw that. The 3 tubs.
Oh my
God. The 3 tubs of freaking cookie dough, and the only thing I was thinking of was like, oh my God, the cleanup of that is going to be insane.
Oh, you know for a fact her husband cleaned that grill, not her.
Wow.
Because he's going to have to strip it and fucking re-season it. That is a lot of sugar, and that was so much sugar. Like the cookies, you can get away with and stuff like that. But she just didn't even. She just slathered it all on.
The whole grill was just covered in brookie, and it was like you could have just done that in a regular baking pan, but no, you had to ruin your husband's grill.
Oh wow!
That was a Blackstone griddle. I've actually had my eye on one. Those go for the small ones, the 17 inches, go for about $150. That's where that griddle that she did all that on was worth about $400. So he's gonna have to clean it and do a complete strip and re-season it, which is gonna take 6 hours.
It looked disgusting too. Normally I like brookies, but not with all that Oreo cookies and sprinkles and stuff and ice cream.
I'm not sure I know what that is.
That was way too much sugar, even for my fat ass.
What
was
is
way
it?
too much. Like I'd
What
rather
is
eat
it?
custard because it's low calories and low sugar.
So what do you call it? Is it
A
what?
brookie is like a brownie and a cookie. So she had
A
like brownie
brookie.
mix. She had like brownie and cookie dough. She had like 3 large tubs of cookie dough, and she put them still in the tubs, but like upside down, so that they kind of melted out of the bucket. And it was just like then
I
she.
can't find the video.
I've never seen a brookie before. So that's
It's
why.
just cookie dough and brownie mix, and you just can get it. It's actually really good.
It's what Jessica made on Sunday.
Happy
Really
Jessica.
happy
Happy
Jessica.
Jessica hates me. I don't know why, but she just doesn't like me.
Oh,
Mhm.
tell her
I am
you do.
convinced
Tell
that
her
that
you do
woman doesn't
sparkling
like me.
water. She might like that.
Suggest you stream her wedding, and suddenly everything goes off the rails. And I'm like, seriously, you've been friends with Jeremy for how long, and you can't grift?
No, she's
That's
awesome.
what a hell of a wedding gift.
No, it's a private thing.
Yeah, I was clear. I was trolling her. Like seriously.
It's funny. Yeah, no, I'm gonna look up that. I'm gonna have to look that up, the brookie, and see what I find. So I think she thinks of me as a little brother.
Little
Oh, look at
brother.
that.
I'm just convinced she doesn't like me.
No,
What did you do to Jessica?
I don't know. I have no clue, but yeah.
Yeah.
no. Chances are she hates Robert Skywalker more. Roman
I
Robert.
can only imagine. Like that guy must have a serious issues if he's going on stream.
He's like the troll whack-a-mole. You just can't get rid of him. He just
You
pops up.
And that means
It's so funny.
Jessica actually has to mod. So you can see her like, oh come on.
Well, he just keeps popping up, so she usually just tries to ignore him. And if the chat jumps in and like teases him a little, he usually kind of goes away.
I left a comment on her stream saying, "Do a fake wedding at MegaCon, Crazy Clown Town." I 100% support this.
Oh my good. Donna
And hey,
Hall's in the chat too. Hey, Donna. Oh, look at her avatar. When did she change that? That looks cool.
I don't know. That looks fantastic.
Oh no, she's got a syringe in her hand.
She's got mixed
Well, she's a
insulin.
nurse. Of course, she has a syringe in her hand.
She's got mixed insulin.
That's fantastic.
So-
I love it.
Boston, so a nurse in Boston did something stupid. She apparently went online and did the whole "I'm not going to treat MAGA people" and tried to cover up her name on her badge, but it got her first name, and the tape is kind of see through. And I'm like, this is not going to end well for her. This is not going to end well for her at all, because they're going to
No.
fire her. They're going to fire
Mhm.
her so fast it's not even funny.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, you see people get triggered like that, where they refuse to give care to patients because of their ethnicity or whatever, and that's just not right. That's
No.
just, I think that's one of the no-nos, if I'm not mistaken, last time. Yeah, so
funny thing is they're like,
yeah.
oh, it can't be racist, can't be sexist, and yet here you guys are being discriminatory against people.
Yeah, and I'm saying they're like worse is you didn't just say it so nobody could prove it. You put it on the internet, because once you put it on the internet,
It's
the
on
internet
there.
is eternal. People will make copies of it, and there's nothing you can do. Like, they blew up the photo. Her badge is in the photo with her picture. And now she says registered nurse. It had her first name, and half of her last name was cut out with semi-transparent tape. I'm like, this is not going to end the way you think it is.
No, not at all. That's terrible.
We are
See, it
supposed
says
to
we're
treat the
supposed to
patient,
treat patients.
not whatever they are. Yep.
Exactly.
They don't deserve to
Absolutely,
be held
Donna. I mean, I saw I was watching news, and there was an urgent, or like emergency care physician that was refusing to treat this guy because he had a MAGA hat on. And the guy's like, "What did I do?" And this lady, the physician, just was yelling at him and refusing to give. It's my emergency room. I will choose who I give care to. And I'm like,
She got
oh boy.
fired hard, and she's going to get listed so hard that they are not going to get that. She's not going to be able to get rehired.
I know people. Yeah, you're right, Donna. People are stupid. It's just
People are
and
so stupid. I mean, if you're going to
there's no
have your opinions,
reason.
have your opinions. Just don't blast it across the internet, because
I
the
mean,
internet doesn't forget. So
no.
it's like when you're out in public, don't act like a dipshit. Why? Because everybody now has an HD camera right at their disposal
Yeah,
and
they
will
do.
record you and put it
Mhm.
on the internet.
Well, at least some idiots expose themselves for being complete.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are always fun. Like it's like, man, I always thought like it was Jackass. Like, how Jackass was supposed to be, fun and entertainment, not real life.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Technically,
just
we can
sad. Yeah.
refuse care, but it has to be reasonable thing. Like, yeah, some guy walks in with a gun and be on his hip, a drawn weapon and stuff, and is bleeding. You can refuse his care as you're holding up your hand, saying, "Please don't shoot me."
Yeah.
But just
That's crazy.
stupid people. Common sense is so rare; it's practically a superpower.
Yeah, that's it's just sad to watch all this, everybody's gotten triggered over this stuff. I don't know. I tend to think that we forget that it's all about our constitutional republic, right? It's all about our nation.
Not a democracy.
Yeah, it doesn't have to do. We don't want to get too political here,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have to do with the parties. It's all about our nation. So I think we just need to be reminded of that, have empathy, have respect a little bit. And I just wish people would do a little bit of thinking before they react. But there's so many people that just, I don't know, they don't perhaps know how to do critical thinking anymore. They're not
No.
used to it. So,
Okay, we can
yeah.
refuse care for people like meth
Meth
heads who
heads,
throw
yeah.
urinals at us and
Oh,
shit on the
God.
floor. But
Oh,
eventually,
yuck.
your job will fire you because you are there to take care of people. My grandmother was a nurse for 30 years. So yeah, she retired in the early 90s. She blew her knee out. She blew
Wow.
her knee out, and I had to have surgery, so she couldn't walk right on it anymore and
Mm,
do a lot of heavy lifting. Now she's got a walker. She's in her 80s.
really?
Yep. She's in her 80s. She's walking around with a walker, and my poor grandfather has early dementia.
Wow.
So
That's something. Wow. Yes, I guess I don't know Donna. I don't know if Donna works in an urgent care or a special ward, but yeah, that's emergency rooms are something else. We used to have a physician or MRO, the medical review officer, and he was the MD in charge for all the emergency care. And he had these wild stories. People would come in, they had OD'd on hand sanitizers. Remember back then where everybody was using hand sanitizers? People would actually, because it has a lot of alcohol in it. So he would see patients like you wouldn't believe just drinking this stuff.
what's funny is I used to buy a thing of little thing of pocket hand sanitizer, because even after, like, you can wash your hands in the bathroom all you want, you still got to touch that door going out.
Yeah.
Not everybody washes their hands, so I stopped washing my hands and I just duck out of the bathroom and use some hand sanitizer. And I was doing that for years. Suddenly, I couldn't find any hand sanitizer anymore, and the ones I could find were going for $30 for a little thing like this during
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
pandemic.
Yeah.
So now I just stock up on it regularly. Got 3 packed in my bags already for MegaCon. Just going to the bathroom in public isn't like something I enjoy doing, but nature calls, and you gotta not washing my hands in that sink and touching a doorway is going to defeat the purpose.
Yeah. I mean, that
So
was
hand
when,
sanitizer it is.
yeah, when COVID hit, it was everywhere. Some industrial facilities even went ahead and got permits to make hand sanitizers because it was such a short, supply out there. But yeah, that was crazy stuff.
GameStop made their GameStop hand sanitizer. Did you see that? It was basically rubbing alcohol and gel mixed together,
Oh
and
my
you could
gosh.
literally put it on the ground and light it on fire.
Of course. High alcohol content, yeah. Those things are, yeah, because you had to have at least 75% alcohol to be effective against the virus. But yeah. Cool. How about that? Yeah, talking about virus.
Talk about virus. It's great
Wow.
segue, Wasp. Thanks, great minds. We're gonna watch this trailer.
Yeah, let's watch the trailer. It wasn't a virus, but
So
boy,
this
oh
is a
boy.
Macarah pick
Yeah.
for this week. Don't need to see my recommendations for the random shit I watch on YouTube, by the way, which is really weird. I'm on a pocket knife kick. The funny part is most hand sanitizer doesn't have enough alcohol. I buy the travel things that Purell and carry.
I know, right?
Bag.
Yeah. You can even sell Taj Mahal to people. You sure could. So
All right,
that's
so
funny.
let's watch this trailer for Minamata.
There's a company in Japan that's been dumping their toxic waste into the sea. The people need help. We need global attention. We need you.
I'm the greatest photographer that Life magazine has ever had.
But you aren't. You're the single most impossible photographer that Life has ever had.
Listen to me, I need the pictures, Gene.
Bring the story home.
The cover-up is going to be as much of a story as the story itself. You cannot let your emotions run the show. Go home. Why would I be? The Native Americans, they believed that a photograph would literally take a piece of the subject's soul. But it can also take a piece of the photographer's soul. Focus on the photograph you want to take. Focus on what you want to say.
All right. Minamata, biopic. The Macarah pick, so we're letting her start this one off.
Yeah, so first I just gotta say I love the score for the movie. Sakamoto was the one who put it together. Let's see, was it Sakamoto? Yeah, and he basically he's like, I want to have the song basically kind of reflect the best and the worst of humanity in the movie. And I think he nailed it. And the lady who sings that song towards the end, I listened to it and I just think it's a beautiful song. So I just gotta say that for the most part.
Yeah.
I actually, so when it was actually one of the hardest movies to get distributed because of Johnny Depp's trial and everything. And so the director thankfully kept pushing and pushing, and enough fans got a wind of it and were trying to help because it was supposed to debut earlier, but because I think
The Amber Heard trial, yeah.
Yeah, I think it
A
was.
lot of companies are kicking themselves after that one.
Yeah, because I think it's a masterpiece of a film because I usually steer away from like certain CGI movies and I just want something a little more grounded and realistic, and this definitely has that. Like, you don't need CGI fest to enjoy a movie.
It definitely does have that. thought the set pieces on this film and the contrast of them from the not jarring, but the smooth execution from the New York to Japan, and how instead of just, boom, they're in Japan, they found a way to get it segueing right, so it wasn't just jarring, just really off-putting. And I really enjoyed that shift that they did after he got the job. And walking into that meeting was awesome. There were certain scenes I loved in this film, but for me it wasn't bad. It just really dragged on.
Yeah.
Like, I get the relationship and stuff like that, but so much of the movie, like, there's a good 30 minutes of the movie that was more all about their relationship, and you could have established that and shaved a lot off of the time run. And that was my biggest issue with it, that it was an hour and 57 minutes, I think.
Mm.
About
The
that.
pace, yeah, the pace wasn't too bad for me. I liked it, was okay. I just, it was a great story. I just wanted to see a little bit more of the um, emotional impact of the movie. I know they did they tried to go to the hospital, they documented some of that, but I think they didn't capture as much as they could have, or if they had added maybe some elements of the actual documentaries, or some of the actual material that may have been available into the movie or as an intro or at the end, it could have had a little bit better impact for the audience. But it was a great story. I mean, it did tell the story. It was just the translation was also a bit hard for me because it was all in Japanese, and it had some subtitles and some we were reading and maybe not paying as much attention to it. But it was a good story.
Subtitles don't bother me. I watched enough anime in my time that I can keep up with that stuff. But I don't know, like, it wasn't a bad film. It just wasn't something that I would probably enjoy watching again. Just not my
Yeah.
rewatch thing. Uh, I do have some. I did take some notes.
Yeah.
As soon as I can get that off my paper. Uh, you could get some of the performance that Johnny Depp gave a really nice touch. You could see a little bit of the Hunter S. Thompson from Fear and Loathing in there, like when he shifts into that more comedic mode because of the makeup and everything. I got a little bit of that chaotic Hunter S. Thompson performance in there from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. And it's such a serious movie, and those scenes added a lot of levity because if you had seen that movie is an unhinged acid trip. What else? We got. I love how the dreams he has. It's not like the World War II, because the guy was a World War II vet, and he had obviously had a touch of the PTSD there, and the dreams and everything that he had going through. I really liked it, but they weren't the normal, like go into the dream sequence. It was well done and superimposed and shifting kind of between the two. Without the blood, guts, and gore and everything like that, too.
Yeah, those are handled very creatively because they showed enough without showing a lot. But it's like you get a kind of sense of what it's like after being a war photographer. That's what Eugene Smith was. He was a war photographer.
Mm-hmm.
And a normal photographer too, but a lot of those guys usually worked for magazines, usually were war photographers back then.
Yeah.
I thought they actually was really where, like, for the budget, they did a really good job capturing that like 70s feel in New York City. Like when he goes onto the street and everything like that. Like even what?
When they go to the jazz club too.
Yeah.
When they go to the jazz club and everything, it
good.
actually felt like the set pieces did a really good job that it was 1970. This was released in 2022, but as Macarah said, it was pushed back, finagled, and everything because of the Amber Heard problems. And I said Disney screwed up. So many people honestly, what pisses me off more is not even Disney. It's the fact that I was actually enjoying the Fantastic Beast movies. I really enjoyed those. I thought they were a little zany, but Johnny Depp as Grindelwald in that second movie was so good.
Mhm.
And we got Mads Mikkelsen, who is not a bad actor, but that's not you where to start off with. And because they swapped Johnny Depp because they backed the wrong horse, they literally screwed up what could have been another Harry Potter franchise, and arguably something that I would love to see on the big screen because of the time period where Grindelwald and Dumbledore fought. It was at the peak of World War II, literally during the Blitz. So they would have been fighting in the streets of London during the Blitz when bombs were flying off and everything like that. We could have seen one of the greatest magic duels of all time, but we got robbed of that.
Yeah.
And all because of the Johnny Depp trials, and they're like, "Oh no!" Like I'm like, "You kidding me?" All his ex-wives are coming out and saying he's not like that at all. She's lying.
Ex-wives, ex-girlfriends, they all came out and defended him and
Yep.
everything.
And the trial, like that trial was like he didn't look at Amber Heard once. He sat there drawing.
Yeah, that
And
trial was crazy.
I watched that trial and I was just like, she's coming out. Her crazy came out of the water. Now she's trying to weasel her way back in, and everybody's just like, why would we want to help you? You're a lying bitch.
Yeah, I remember watching that with it was Tug and Yellow Flash.
Yep, that's where I found Tug Yellow Flash was the Amber Heard trial, the Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp. But no, like so many things were robbed of us movie wise going forward because he'll never go back to Disney after that.
But he is still in not as many movies, but he is still kind of doing movies. He was in of course Minamata. He was in John Duberry, which I have seen. It's it's kind of depressing, but it has some good moments.
I loved him in Public Enemies. That was my personal
and his
favorite.
French is phenomenal. You can tell. Well, he probably spoke a little bit of French because of his daughter and his ex-wife spoke French, and she's French. But he also had a French tutor that got him to speak more French. So that's not like an overdub. That's actually him speaking French.
15 more minutes, buddy. 15 more minutes. And I promise you, as soon as I end stream and everything goes, he will go right back to laying on the couch looking at me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's just trying to distract you.
Yep. You want to come up, sit?
Oh my goodness. There we go. See, and then you say that he doesn't want to leave you alone. You invite him. You are the instigator.
You don't see what I see. Like every 2 minutes, he doesn't bark. He taps my leg with his nose. He doesn't bark. He will tap my leg with his nose, and then he'll tap again. Then he'll jump up on my arm, and then he'll tap.
You're playing with him. Every time your hand moves, he's trying to grab it.
Oh,
buddy, we played for like 3 hours today.
Yeah.
And we took a nap on the couch.
Yeah. No, it was a good movie. I liked it.
I loved his dark room in the film, like the look of his dark room and everything like that.
Oh, it was fantastic. I tried to mimic that. I was going to, every time we do a movie review, I'm trying to kind of get costumes or something. Llama pajamas.
I llama pajamas. And Macarah does watch a lot of stuff. And that's why I asked Macarah to come on the movie review.
Yeah, she does great job. She's got like almost 800 movie reviews on Criticlist.
And not all of them have dislikes like Epic Mike's.
Oh,
no, just my avatar.
Oh gosh, Epic Mike is having a conniption over the downvotes. It's just hilarious.
I know, it's great. And he actually went, look, any of you motherfuckers who are disliking my reviews, unless you're Brimstone or Kurt Ferguson, you are imposters.
That's funny. I love it when he loses his cool, especially when they're what is that game they play? The
Mario Kart. The Mario Kart things are the Mario Kart meltdowns are something of legend.
Mad Meek Fury Road.
I know. I haven't even opened my Switches yet, the 2 Switch units I've got, but I just watch these folks play. just the reaction is the most hilarious, most entertaining event on
It
the
is.
Have
YouTube.
you heard his goat scream? Like when when he's playing horror games, and all of a sudden he just goat screams. It literally sounds like a screaming goat. But he
That
does
is
it.
funny.
He forgot to turn down his gain last night. He forgot to turn up his gain last night, so he was actually shorting out his mic with how much he was yelling.
Oh
But
my gosh.
it's absolutely hilarious watching Epic Mike meltdown. It is my favorite Epic Mike meltdown. I have two of them. One of them is his birthday stream where he played mortuary assistant. I actually have that whole stream downloaded, all 4 or 5 hours of it, and I was like, I should go through and have the best birthday meltdowns. I'm like, I couldn't pick. I could not pick the best ones. The other one was the dollhouse from Resident Evil when he gets eaten by the giant undead fetus
Oh gosh.
crawling around the house. He actually screams, and I made it into a little short. I tossed it on YouTube.
That's funny.
No, not just doing like full on like he. Have you heard a goat scream? That's literally what he sounds like when he screams.
Please.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, I enjoy
Oh, why
watching
you
his
grumping?
streams. Yeah. Look at that dog. That dog is completely spoiled, Brim. Look at you. Look at him. Oh my gosh.
Well, at least you're not licking my T-shirt.
There you go. Or he's still chewing your beard.
He is
Because
completely
that'd be really
spoiled.
weird if you did that. I would actually flip out.
No, he doesn't lick my beard. He likes to smell it after I wash it and everything, and put
Oh
like
gosh.
beard oil on it and shit. But otherwise, no, he just likes to chill. He mostly lays on my feet underneath the desk. I have a footrest underneath my PC desk, and he loves to lay on my feet. And occasionally hear him go woof, woof, woof. But
That's
no,
funny.
he is a completely spoiled puppy.
Yep. Well, he's beautiful.
He is.
So yeah,
He's
as
hard to
far as
say
the
no to.
yeah, it's difficult. I mean, when you have pets, you have to take care of them.
He's only 2, and he lives the best. Like he turns 2 this month. Like actually turns 2 on the 22nd. So I'm going to be getting him a little bit. I'm getting him a small steak for his birthday.
Oh, that's nice. They love
I
whipped
do it on
cream
his birthday
too.
and the day I got him. So February and April is the only time he really gets people food.
Ah,
And occasionally I mix an egg into his food because that's just good for him.
yeah, egg's good for their coat. It's really good. The egg yolk is really good for
Is
them.
there a
but-
reason you're like breathing heavy and sighing?
Yeah, like eggs and chicken are really good for dogs, and carrots and apples without the skin.
Yep.
He's
My
working
dog
down the
cannot
hallway, and I
handle
don't know
chicken.
why.
We don't give chicken to my dog. Forget it. We'll suffer with that afterwards. So no, we don't do chicken in his food. Bacon, no bacon either. They say it's not good for them. It's really bad for
He
their
gets eggs,
liver.
cheese.
Yeah.
When he's not being a brat, he gets some nuggies. When I go to McDonald's, he usually gets a couple nuggies.
Nice.
My family loves to give him cheese. He loves cheese. I got a lab pit bull mix and a Great Dane Husky. That Great Dane Husky must be one very vocal puppy. Good Lord, that is an interesting combo.
A
Long
lapdog
pajamas. I have a
Rottweiler.
Rottweiler that thinks he's a lapdog. Oh, I'm sorry. In the Baja.
It's funny.
Jessica heard as a goat scream in the Baja. I can't do it. Like I can't do that voice.
And
Not
that's
a
what
voice
Mike
actor. I can
does.
do
He does a
bad
good
British
job with that.
accents.
Does a good job with that. So on the movie, I thought it was really good that they talked about the poisoning of the water. You know, I don't think they talked a lot about all the effects of mercury and how it impacted people. But
No,
yeah, that
mercury
was
poisoning is definitely not not something you want to get poisoned by.
no.
Which is why
I mean,
even
yeah.
your thermometers that you get, they're like you have to out of everything. I'll toss a battery in the garbage. I won't toss a thermometer in the garbage.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be the actual mercury in the thermometers. I remember in the labs, if it would break, it's amazing. It just would shatter into 1,000 little tiny silver balls and go everywhere. In dentistry, in the old dental science, what they would do, the amalgam filling had mercury in it. So over time, the toxic effects became more and more known, but there's been a lot of industrial accidents, and because of all of that, as time went by, science improved, control technologies came into place, and I know there's divided schools of thought where it's too many regulations at industrial facilities, and they're like, it's not enough. But from a scientific basis, there are controls that work. So as long as we stick with the science, it's going to be effective. There are ways to filter things out. Emissions into the air, emissions into the water is highly regulated, actually. So, but yeah, you can, if you Google, you can see a whole slew of different industrial events. You see a lot on explosions by different industry. They got it either by poisons or energy, industrial accidents and all of that. But yeah, we still have them every so often, and it's sad because it impacts a lot of people. The worst one was probably Bhopal. Did you guys hear about Bhopal? That was in like 1980s. They got exposed to toxic gas from a pesticide facility. About 500,000 people got impacted. There were some deaths, long-term disabilities. I mean, it's really bad. If you look that one up, it was pretty disastrous. So
I know that haberdashers to make
yeah,
hats used to use
Mad
mercury, and that's
Hatters.
why
Yeah.
you were mad as a hatter, because of
That's
mercury
right.
eventually
That's right.
eroded your brain.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, so there's
Speaking
a lot.
of things that won't erode your brain,
what's
here
that?
at this amazing site, amazing group I put together, we use Criticless for our
Yes.
movie reviews, which will not rot your brain. It is done by people for people. So we got the Minamata review up here. And if you're not signed up to Criticless, by all means, why not? It's free. Drop a review. Just prove you're not a robot. Confirm your email, and you're good to go. You can read Macarah's novel posts about everything she does, Wasp stings and slider issues, and me just giving my general thoughts on the movie without spoilers, because I really hate spoilers. This movie only has 5 people, so if you actually end up watching this, please do drop your review. That way, and you need 10 people to give it an overall rating. Let's see here. This is Johnny Depp. What do you got? Johnny Depp, Bill Nighy. So yeah, we watched the trailer. I gave it a 71. It didn't think it was a bad movie. I thought it had some pacing issues and some stuff could be cut, but I didn't think it was bad. Definitely worth at least one watch through. It's also not my cup of tea when it comes to movies. So yeah. Wasp gave a review. I can't put up Bobby Darin's Beyond the Sea, although I do love Bobby Darin's Beyond the Sea. Right up there with Bobby Darin's Mac the Knife. Love me some Mac the Knife. Unexpected role for Johnny Depp, journalist, photographer Eugene Smith in this biographical drama. The movie outlines the effort of photojournalism trying to normalize the devastating industrial disease affecting citizens in Minamata, Japan. Chiso Corp poisoned the citizens for 15 plus years with discharging mercury erased into the waters, which got right into their fish, and that's all they eat in Japan, that part of Japan. Life-changing experiences to those close to the family impacted. Their pain on camera. Wasp gets a like. And of course, we got the Macarah review, 94. Yes. Macarah loves this flick.
I do.
It's
wow, just one. Heartbreaking, beautiful, incredible movie about Eugene Smith, set in 1971, following Smith as he travels the Japan coastal city of Minamata to document the devastating effects. I am losing, you are 26 pounds, and I am losing feeling in my hand. All right, you got to go.
No, he's not going to go.
He's like, no, Daddy.
He's not gonna
The
go.
film
He's gonna
depicts the
stay.
true events where Smith was brutally attacked by Chisholm employees during the protest. In reality, this attack left him with permanent nerve damage and vision loss. Yeah, I saw that at the end. He had an eye patch on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Johnny Depp was the primary driver for the project, even taking a pay cut from $6 million to $3 million to help keep the film on budget. Yeah, that definitely sounds like something Depp would do when he really likes the project. Screenplay based on the book Minamata Eileen Carter Smith. Yeah, Macarah gave it a 96. Of course, Macarah has 17, now 18 likes. Let's see here. Let me begin with that people run GN. Okay, you gotta go, buddy. I'm sorry. I can't feel my arm. Down you go. Oh.
Eject.
This full weight on my
Eject.
full weight was all right here.
Goose, eject. There you go.
Oh.
Should we call medical care for you? We can do.
No,
Hey
don't
Donna,
need
we can
medical
do
care.
a
Just need to
telemed.
stretch out my arm.
Yeah, Donna can do a telemed. There you go. Friends with benefit, telemed, please. Brimstone needs one shot of that blue syringe, please.
Little Demerol.
No, help him.
So yeah, this only has 5 reviews. We are the only people reviewing it. So you can get on early and be a founding reviewer of Minamata.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good one. I think it deserves to have 5 more so people can do that.
It
so
is
maybe
definitely
we should
a very good film. Definitely
Yeah,
very
I
good
think so.
film. At least worth one watch through. I admit I struggled to get through it, but I did. I gave it the old college try without the protesting. And it wasn't too bad. It really picked up at the end. Like seriously, it really did a good job picking up from the. But it really, like I still, as I was saying before, they could have shaved 15, 20 minutes off and had the same effect. But yeah.
It was a good movie. I liked it. I think it's a little different than the ones that we have been reviewing. So that was a great pick, Macarah. Thank you.
That was a good
I
one,
enjoyed
Macarah.
it.
Definitely good.
I did.
So next week is a Wasp pick. What are we watching next week, Wasp?
Well, I think I'm kind of sticking with The Sting. I think that's a good one.
Robert Redford. All right.
And Paul Newman.
And Paul, you can't go wrong with Redford and Newman.
Yes, you can't. Both of them are, they're just like, the greatest ever. But I'll look and see if which channels or which platforms they might be presenting on, and
it's
I may
on
have
Netflix.
a backup.
Yeah,
Netflix has it. I don't know. I've got to check and see as far as the finances on it. But if it's got a cost to it, I'll check Tubi too. I'm not sure if it's on Tubi or not. I don't have my iPad up here to check
Netflix,
on it.
So if it's on Netflix, I can watch it. Then.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. So let's do that if that's okay with you guys. I've already done my review. It's one of my all-time favorite list of movies. So I've already got my rating in the critic list. But I'd be interested in your take on it. Again, it's
anything with Redford and Newman is going to be amazing. Like I really like Robert Newman did a movie called Road to Perdition with Tom Hanks, and honestly, it was Newman who made that movie. His performance.
Yes.
Like Tom Hanks was good. It was good, but Paul Newman just anchored that. Like seriously, he anchored that shit hard. And it's actually based off of a comic book, and it's got sequels.
Yeah. Yeah, it's those performers. I mean, they were real, true performers. You don't make them anymore, like Robert.
And they
Redford.
sacrificed, and they weren't green screen. They were out. Treasure of Sierra Madre with like Casablanca. Those were all
great movies. I'm excited to see when the Bullet, with Steve McQueen. Maybe. Oh gosh, that would be fantastic.
Bullet, Steve McQueen. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would be a good one. I mean, but those are the kind of things that really I gravitate to, and I'll watch those over and over.
I love
one of
my favorite movie of all time is called The Great Escape.
Yeah.
And the reason it's my favorite movie of all time is because you didn't know it when watching it, but it had some of the greatest actors of a whole generation in one film. Richard Attenborough, Steve McQueen, James Coburn, James Garner, Charles Bronson.
Charles Bronson, yes.
So many actors in this film were just no names, and you see it now and like this is delivers, and it made me love, like, when I watched Jurassic Park for the first time, my favorite character was John Hammond next to Dennis Nedry. I love Nedry. But I love John Hammond, and I'm like, what else is he in? So I started watching Attenborough stuff, and I'm like, I recognize him. He was in Dr. Dolittle. He was the ringmaster from the Dr. Dolittle movie with Roxborough. And then I watched, went back further, and I saw The Great Escape, and I'm like, I think this might be the greatest piece of cinema I have ever seen.
Yeah, those movies are fantastic. That era, all those movies in that era, and you experience the cinematic effect of it. With the music, the acting, the costumes, everything. That was big time Hollywood.
It was Hollywood big time, and it was live set pieces without green screen, except for the driving when they did, the circle thing and stuff, but it was definitely a different era, and I don't give some new movies coming out are actually pretty good, but like Godzilla -1, like, it honestly, CGI looks amazing, but it's hard to find old movies. That's why I'm always more happy to rewatch an old movie or watch an old movie I haven't seen before than shelling out money to go to the movie theater. Like, I was all excited. I was actually like, this new Spider-Man's looking pretty interesting. Maybe I'll go see it. And then they're like, the Punisher's in it, but he's not going to kill people. I'm like, well, I'm done. That's the reason you watch The Punisher, is to have him kill people.
I know.
And do horrible things to him. Like, my friend is like, man, I love The Punisher, but that end scene of season 1 when he's up against the glass and everything like that, he's like, I just can't watch it. It hurts too bad. I'm like, you need to stop having so much empathy for your fellow man, dude. But no, like, and I'm like, and I was really upset with the next season because his face should have been a lot worse than a few scars.
Yeah, I haven't even tuned into that to see what they might look like. I just don't like it that they go after all these superheroes that we grew up with, right?
The Netflix Punisher series is great.
Is it?
Both seasons are very. It's everything you want from a Punisher movie. It builds up. It's got a lot of intrigue, a little bit of spy work, a little bit of stuff, and then once everything comes down and who figures out who did what, the guns are loaded and the punishment begins, and man, does it really hit at points.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll check it out. I'll see how that goes.
Oh, it's gonna be -7 degrees on Saturday. Maybe I'll rewatch The Punisher and go play.
There you go. Yeah, just stay tucked in.
The first season has a little bit of spycraft, a little bit of that stuff, but the second season is just as good. But I enjoyed it, like, very much, and I do recommend at least people watch it once. They're hour-long episodes, and only 10 per season and stuff like that. But man, it hits hard.
Okay.
Like, there's one scene where he's being tortured, and he's dying, and his wife is there, and he's like, come on, baby. And she's like, come on, baby, it's time to come home. And in that, not the Frank Castle voice, but that Punisher, he's like, he moves his hand away, but I am home. And then he wakes up, and I'm just like, oh shit. It's the point where you can see him going over where he was still trying to be good for his wife, and then he's just like, I can't do this anymore. This is not who I am anymore. And that shift, and it's just like, oh my God, I'm rewatching that this weekend.
You talked yourself into it.
I talked myself into watching a lot of things. I just finished Yellowstone today.
Did you?
And they really dropped the ball on that last season, the last half of the season, but that's because Costner quit, and he literally had to wrap up everything.
Wow. So
many untied story plots. But I can forgive it because I love Beth and Rip and those characters. I was actually thinking about watching Gene Roddenberry's Earth Final Conflict, which is very, very, very science fiction-y. It had 5 seasons. It's really hard to get into. It's good, but it's not for the normie sci-fi fans they have today. It's like an alien race called the Talons come to Earth and they revolutionize humanity, but they have this alternate plan. There's like an underground movement trying to infiltrate them, so they get this guy named Boone to help, who ends up being an attaché. They basically put a super enhanced super virus on his arm and a symbiotic creature in his head. They put a virus in his head that makes his brain move like a supercomputer. He'll be able to literally he'll close his eyes, remember something, and literally be able to live in that moment, recall every detail and everything like that. They put a symbiote on his arm that is literally a weapon, and it works in conjunction with the super virus. And it is so good because it's all about him feeding information to the underground. It's got spy aspects with aliens, and like they can like their technology moves from place to place so fast, like 500 miles in 15 seconds, because they go into like a slipstream drive in the atmosphere. It is so cool. The Talons are like these 7-foot tall androgynous, just like they don't even have a gender because they're aliens. This was like before it became what it is today, and it is just so good. I love Earth. My dad got me into all of these early, like the non-Star Trek. Like Star Trek's like an icebreaker, then you break them into the more hyper sci-fi stuff. But yeah, Earth Final Conflict is so good. It's all free on Tubi, dude. Get watching. Oh, and Amazon.
Awesome. Cool.
Kevin left the show to do his own Western, Donahoe. Yeah, that didn't work out so well for him. I wish he had finished it up. What's worse is the whole rest of the season, he's still credited as a producer, even though he walked away from the show and wasn't in it. Wouldn't even show up for the body double scenes. They had to not show his face or anything like that.
Wow.
And how Taylor Sheridan really ended John Dutton very badly. Like he had a very bad end. But yeah, it was really sucks because you know it's coming and you're just like, oh man, he clearly had far greater plans for what was going to happen, and it never got ended.
Wow.
Yeah, the Western was supposed to be a 2-parter, but he used his own money to make it. It didn't end well. The first one didn't do well, and I don't know what the deal is with the second one. But yeah, so next week we will be doing The Sting with Robert Redford and Paul Newman, 2 fantastic actors. I guess the Shields are another YouTube group. I don't know. Donna, there is only one mod to this channel. There is a single mod, and she is never here, and that is Chrysanth. Chrysanth is the only one with mod privileges on this channel. And she's never around because I'm usually paying attention to chat. So
and you do such a good job. You're just all over it.
I'm all over. I don't need I don't need Secretary Nugget.
Oh,
but we will be live next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, and you can catch me around noonish daily for a couple hours of video games, whatever seems to strike me that day. Then I'm jealous of her. Donna, maybe after we chit-chat, we can get you modding privileges. We'll see what happens after MegaCon.
There you go.
I'm probably going to need a mod after MegaCon because I have some plans I want to do for the channel, and it would be nice to have a mod because it's hard to mod and run a tabletop at the same time. All right, but we will thank you all for being here, and I will see you next Thursday or Wednesday, and I will be live tomorrow around noon, probably playing Fallout 4. So thanks everybody. Have a great rest of your day.
Have a good evening.
Peace.
Thanks for being here.